He spent years secretly hacking into people's private lives, until one night, his own webcam turned on by itself, and he realized he was no longer the hunter. Brick level 1, the control. For years, he lived like a shadow behind the screen. He could slip into anyone's digital world whenever he wanted. Private messages, deleted photos, secret chats, bank details, nothing was hidden from him. In real life, people saw him as just a quiet, helpful computer guy. They smiled at him, handed him their phones and laptops without a second thought. They trusted him completely, and while they laughed and joked with him, he was silently reading their most personal secrets. He felt powerful, untouchable, like a god watching from above. Control was everything to him. Brick level 2, the first crack. First, nothing seemed wrong. He still had full access to everything he wanted. But then small, strange things started happening. A file he never opened suddenly showed as viewed. His mouse cursor moved slightly on its own for a split second. Program closed by itself. He told himself it was just a glitch, bad hardware, or maybe he was too tired. He ignored the warning signs, because in his mind, he was still the one in total control. No one could touch him, or so he thought. Brick level 3, the message. Then one quiet night, while he was deep into another job, a message appeared on his main screen. No pop-up sound, no notification, no sender name, just plain white text on a black background. You missed something. He froze. Heart pounding, he immediately checked his security logs, firewalls, and every trace. Everything looked perfectly clean. No breach, no IP address, no sign of entry, but the message was there, real and impossible to explain. For the first time, a cold feeling crept up his spine. Someone knew exactly what he was doing, and they were playing with him. Brick level 4, the paranoia. From that moment, everything changed. He became obsessed with finding the intruder. He ran every scan tool he had, changed all his passwords, switched to new VPNs and burner devices. He even covered his webcam with tape. But the paranoia only grew stronger. Every little sound from his computer made him jump. Every notification felt like a threat. He started looking over his shoulder in real life. The hunter who once moved so confidently through others' lives was now constantly looking behind him, afraid of what he might see. Brick level 5, the mirror. Then came the moment that broke him. While sitting in the dark, staring at his screens, his own webcam light suddenly turned on, bright green, all by itself. He panicked and slammed a piece of tape over it. But it was already too late. In that instant, he understood the horrifying truth. This was exactly what he had done to hundreds of innocent people. He had turned on their cameras without them knowing. He had watched them in their most private moments. Now, someone was doing the same to him. The mirror had finally turned around. Brick level 6, the shift. Powerless. His perfect system started falling apart. Important files began disappearing one by one. His hacking tools suddenly showed access denied. His secure networks, which he thought were unbreakable, were now wide open. Everything he once controlled so easily now controlled him. He felt blind, helpless. The predator who had hunted so many lives had become the prey, and the fear he once ignored in others was now tearing him apart from the inside. Brick level 7, the final message, climax plus twist. Finally, another message appeared, slower this time, as if enjoying his panic. It read, "Now you understand. Control was never yours. You were just practice." The screen flickered. His entire system started shutting down around him. All his monitors went black one after another. In the silence and darkness, he finally felt what every single one of his victims had felt. Completely exposed, completely powerless, and completely alone. He thought he was the one secretly watching the whole world, but in the end, he turned out to be the easiest target of all. If this story gave you chills, comment "Who's watching me right now eyes." Would you watch a part 2 where he tries to fight back? Type part 2 in the comments. Hit subscribe, like this video, and turn on notifications because in today's world, you never know who's really behind the screen. Stay safe out there.